The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
Agriculture, water and land in Georgia can be a source of increased economic productivity, including a transition from low agricultural returns to high-value crop production if supported by targeted policies and complementary public and private investments, says a new World Bank synthesis report. Agriculture, water and land policies to scale up sustainable agri-food systems in Georgia was launched at an event hosted jointly by the World Bank and the government of Georgia this week. The report summarizes the main constraints and opportunities facing Georgia in efforts to boost the contribution of the agriculture sector to economic growth, as well as its contribution to diversification, job creation, poverty reduction, food security, and climate resilience and mitigation. Successfully achieving these objectives requires an integrated set of multi-sectoral policies, which the government of Georgia has already identified and prioritized by urgency and technical readiness.
This report clearly is important for Georgia, where the agricultural sector makes up just over 8 to 9% of GDP. Another 7 to 8% is in agro-processing. We know that about 19.1% of employment is in the agricultural sector, and just under 30% of agricultural products are exported, making it an important part of foreign currency income for Georgia. So as a result, clearly the agricultural sector plays a very important role. Now, this report looks at improving upon agricultural productivity to further increase the chances that Georgia can become a successful exporter of farm products. We believe that there are 3 aspects to it. Number 1, climate-smart agriculture. Here we need to improve upon and adapt new technologies, and we also need to enhance the management skills of the farmers here in Georgia. Land is going to prove another important part, making sure that we have certainty, a proper cadastral system that provides land and property rights for farmers here in Georgia, and that these are appropriately used. And then finally, making sure that we have climate-smart irrigation schemes here in Georgia that provides water to Georgian farmers to be able to produce better yielding crops.
The land and irrigation is a key assets for the agriculture development, together with the human capital, of course. Today, the reports are discussing these 2 main topics, land and land-related issues, starting from the registration to the consolidation and so on, and also infrastructure on it, because especially in today's world, when we are talking about climate change, the irrigation system is utmost important for the agriculture development. So we hope that those reports will help the government to shape the up-to-date policy that will be implemented in the short as well as medium term and long run.
We asked how the World Bank sees its role in supporting Georgia to develop its agriculture sector.
Right now, we are in the process, and this is the reason why we're gathered here today, is to disseminate the analytical findings. So at the World Bank, we always start off by ensuring that we have an appropriate fact base, the analytical underpinnings to provide policy advice to the government sector, but also advice to the private sector, to farmers, on how to, again, increase productivity and move the agricultural sector forward. In addition, we are in discussions with the Ministry of Agriculture and Environmental Protection, as well as the Ministry of Finance, to design an investment project that would again look at investing in modern irrigation schemes, climate-smart agriculture, as well as securing land rights, and with a cross-cutting theme of digitization to make sure that we can again increase productivity in the agricultural sector.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.